Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of your favorite show, Sports Business with Veronica, where we talk nothing but the financials involved in sport. We're trying to understand the business transactions that take place behind the pitch. And joining me today is the Zimbabwe National Soccer Association President, Mr. Joseph Matawu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Veronica.
Yeah. And getting down to business, toda kunyatsonzwisisa kuti anombonyatsonzi Mr. Matawu ndiani, zvebhora izvi zvimakazvitangira kupi kuzosvika tizokuzivai mava president weassociation.
Anonzi Joseph Matawu akazvarirwa kuKaroi town, tikakurira ikoko. So isusu nguva yatakurira taitonzwa bhora pa radio zvichitodaidzirwa panana radio 2 radio 1 by then, so taitoita rekuteerera tiri ipapapo. So ndo patakangotanga kuita chido nebhora tichizosapotawo Cape United.
Alright. Saka imimi mazvarirwa kuKaroi muchitanga kusapota Cape United makatanga kungoisapotera pa radio, I presume.
Yeah.
Then imimi kuti muzonzi mauyewo muHarare makazouya rini ende makazotanga kuwana mukana for the first time maybe to go and watch Cape United live zvarini?
Ndazouyawo muHarare. I think ndakazotanga kukwanisa kuendawo kunana Rufaro. That was in 2000. Ndakugarawo munomu. Taakuitawo tichiendawo mabhora ese, taakunoonawo maDynamos, tichionawo maWarriors, takadaro. Tikazotangawo kuitawo mabhuza edu, masocial clubs andakaita. Tine team yanga tinayo paRichwood, tikaita imwe team yemabhuza again paEast Point, yange iri Jazz 105 here. I've done also mabhuzas neDzemudanga, it's also a social club. So kwese iko kuti andingoita zvebhora, and I was the chairman my clubs is
all right. And if you still remember very well, maybe the first match that you watched murufaro rangarirechi rakapera sei, and what was the feeling like kuti zvinhu zvindosingozvinzwira muradio but nhasi ndandiri muno mulive?
I remember my first game to watch was obviously between Cape United and Dynamos, but I can't really remember scoreline kuti yakapera sei. So over the years zvanguva zvichairire, so I can't really remember kuti chii chakanyatsoitika.
All right.
Yes.
And izvaizvezvi, how often do you watch local games and even maWarriors munomboita muchivateera here even pavanoenda kumagames avo, especially now that we don't have local stadiums for them to play home games?
Yeah, sometimes due to some work commitments, but when I find time, I'm always there with my games, my Warriors. I'm always there with my games, beat my local clubs. But hindrance, it comes due to financial resources. As an association, atina mari yakakwana yekuti tisange tikwanisa kuenda. We rely on sponsors and well wishers to sponsor such games, my away games, my Warriors, like Kunana Cameroon kwekwe. It needs a lot of money, so we always go to my well wishers begging for resources to go and watch.
All right. Tiri ipapo toda kumbonyatsonzwisa kuti inonzi Zimbabwe National Soccer Supporters Association chimbori chii, when was it formed, and who are the members the association in?
Chinonzi Zimbabwe National Soccer Supporters Association. It's an association ema supporters anosupporta national teams. My national teams edu eZimbabwe, be it my Warriors, my Mighty Warriors, my under 17, under 15, whichever team is presenting my Zimbabwe. And also we've included now to say could even those who are supporting my local clubs, they are under us, so that vatangoita chinhu one. Association yakafomwa kana maiziva Mboma the late Mboma Nyatanga, ndo vakafoma association vaona the need yekuti pange pane association inomirira masupporter ebhora. So we were handed over Mboma, that was 2019, zvikanzi vakomana inini I've done my part, I think I now need to rest. So ndopatakaita handover paEast Point muHarare munomu, achizopa my life president anonzi Chama Mushamainza, who was the president by then. Ndakazouya, I was organizing secretary to start with. Then I was then elevated to become the Secretary General. And starting this year, the 1st of January, I then assumed the position of the President of the Soccer Supporters Association.
All right. So, Kuva back then, 2019 and beyond, pakanyatsoita this association. Kindly take me through maybe the timeline of this association. What is it that you have done as an association, and what are some of the issues that you feel amui now are lined up as an association?
So they always term it as Pangoyana Mboma, Vaichiti Boys Club. It was not registered anyway. Vanhu say, let's form this association. So isusu taichiita take over muna April. We decided now to register it as a trust. So it's registered as a trust. Zimbabwe National Soccer Supporters Association, under the laws of Zimbabwe. It now operates as a trust, which has got a board of trustees and has got an executive committee and national executive committee. And then we've got 4 regions: Eastern region, Northern region, Southern region, and Central region. Those regions have got structures there, which complements the national executive.
All right. And semanzwira ndaita imi muri kutaura kuti you usually go out kunotsvaga vanhu vanokubatsirai whenever paita kwamuruda kuenda kana kuti paita national duty assignments. So I want to understand kuti kubva 2019 up to now, why is it that the association has never had that that opportunity yekuti muve nemakofers enyu anogara aine some sort of mari yekuti pakaita paruda kuendwa kana pakaita maprograms, you can just go into your covers mobva maita zvamuruda kuita?
Yeah, it's work in progress. Like as we said, we registered as a trust. We have had our own constitution. We have opened bank accounts in the name of Zimbabwe National Soccer Supporters. We try by all means to raise funds here and there. Basically, we wanted subscriptions from our members, but with this economy, it's difficult for people to pay subscriptions. So we look at other ways of getting sponsors, or we self-fund sometimes. We just say as trustees, we need to do a BCD, so can we contribute towards that? Then we do what is necessary. But our hope is that going forward with the necessary support from ZIFA, we hope to have our own funds, which will be in the bank, so that we can sponsor these trips. And also, it's our wish that as supporters, we need ZIFA also to look for sponsorship from the corporate world on behalf of us. Rather than this time where we have to go to ZIFA, they just give us a supporting letter to go and look for funds on our own. I think it's unfair a bit to go approaching individuals for the support. I think ZIFA must help us there.
We're talking about trying to explore avenues. It's a good association ikwanise kuzvimiririra in terms of financials. So maybe if you can briefly unpack that for us. Kana muri kuti trying to explore other avenues. So far, the apima avenues amuri kutraya kuda kuti daitambo.
Yeah, we're looking at fundraising, like holding musical concert, or also if we can have corporates, the companies that needs our advertising, we can help them to build their brand using the Zimbabwe National Soccer Supporters Association. And also we need funding from ZIFA, meant for supporters only, because I think we are an integral and vital stakeholder in the football ecosystem. So we need their support as our mother association.
All right. So imimi when you go especially kuma local matches is there some sort of a membership card rekuti here maybe kana kuti rinobhadharwa once off pagore rese, or it's a matter of you having to fork out of your pocket every match day rauri kuenda kunoona ball?
Yeah, those ones would kugadziswa, especially on the side of PSL, kuti we want some season ticket, but they can't give you right now. So not every day every match day you have to fork out money from your pocket to pay to enter the stadium.
Alright, tinoziva kuti kune vamwe ma-supporters wekuti unonyatsoziva kuti he has the passion, but haana the financial means dzekuti akwanise maybe kufollowa ma-games ese aya. Do you as an association get into a situation yekuti you have to go and find funding yekutoti mukutoti isusu takutonofanda ningi naningi, kana kuti it's a matter of just getting that having that letter from ZIFA yekuti munhu nemunhu ari kuzvifambira netsamba yake achinotsvaga funding specifically for them?
No, munhu haasi kuzvifambira netsamba yake. Isusu as an association tisi tinofamba netsamba iyi tichinyorera macompanies. We say, for example, we want to travel with 50 fans, let's say to Cameroon. So we make a budget for that trip, come up with a budget, then we write towards that budget now with a supporting document from ZIFA to say that no, we recognize this association. Can you please help them?
All right.
Yes. So after that, we then have also individuals. We have some individuals who have seen it fit to go individually. They are part of us. But when going to these tournaments now, they approach their well-known persons alone. So you find one supporter being given a ticket to fly to Cameroon. How can you support a whole team when you are one in a 60,000-seater stadium and you are only one day? How can you support a team like that? So we don't want that. We want to travel as a group. Let's say 100, 50, 200. We now support us, not an individual.
Okay.
Yes.
And since Imimi, it's more of you travel every time that the international calendar is ma tournaments. So it's as good as kuti January susu panotanga gore, you know kuti tine ma tournaments 1, 2, 3. So we are definitely going to be traveling pa 1, 2, 3 uyaya. So is it a case of you every international assignment going out with the begging bowl kuti tifandewo toda kuenda kuma Warriors, kana kuti you have ma old time weather friends enyu amunotoziva kutoti this year so far tine this corporate who are willing to, we have committed kuti vachatifanda kusvika season yapera?
Mukatarisa situation, it's a sad situation atinayo muZimbabwe izvozvo kuti we have got few corporates who are interested in football as we speak. Nenyaya dziriko kubhora dziriko the lack of transparency, credibility and accountability. So we have a few corporates ariko acho. When you approach them also vane zvimwe zvavanenge vaida kuitawo kubasa kwavo, so they will tell you kuti tanga tine chido chokusponsor but hatina mari makofas edu. So ndo zvimwe zvinhu zvatinge tichisangana nazvo mukufamba kwatinge tichiita.
Alright. Ndanzwa muchimbotaura nyaya yekuti you are also considering kuzoita musical concert yekuti mukwanise kuraise mari iyi. Maybe timbotry kunzwisisa ipapo kuti ma-concerts aya anenge akamira sei, and vachange vachiperforma the artists vanenge variko kuma-concerts aya, are they part of the association kana kuti?
As an association, we have got friends in the music industry, musicians, music managers. So it's a way of saying, guys, we want to fundraise for our association. Can you please help us? So we'll organize a music concert. They will come, they perform. We make people to pay to see them. Then from there, we get something.
All right. And takatarisa the struggles that you have to go through kutsvaga mafinances ekuti mukwanise kutera national teams edu. Do you also feel kuti the issue yekushaya our own stadiums to host international tournaments dziri kukuomeserai as supporters?
Yes, iyo issue hombe tagara tichitongoitaura mukatotarisa, it's there in the public domain. Tiri kuchema nyaya yema-local stadiums edu. It's not beneficial to us only. Yes, as supporters, it lessens the burden of traveling outside. Like coming here to the National Sports Stadium to watch our national team, it costs less than going to South Africa. So chinhu chatiri kuchema ichocho kuti even iyo team yacho also, it needs to assess the 12th man. Moreo is high. Kana ground rakazara, national teams edu achitamba. Vanomotivatwa nesupport yatinge chivapo. So tinozadza maground 1, 2. Your association was ZIFA also. We will get money from the get takings. So it's a win-win situation when it comes to getting a local stadium.
All right. And you also highlighted issue yekuti most of the corporates vatinawo muno Zimbabwe, they are not interested to commit kubatsira ku football. Dakuti tinyatsonzwisa ipapa imimi sekuona kwenyu when we talk of sports business in terms of football, what's your understanding of sports business?
Sports business is whereby we operate our local clubs, or let's say we introduce business to football, whereby these clubs or our football is run professionally. We are talking of corporate governance. We're talking of credibility. We're talking of accountability. Those things lack right now in our football. Yeah. So the corporates don't want to associate with something which is scandalous or which dents their good name or reputation. Yeah. So if we tick those right boxes right now in the Zimbabwean football, I think we will be able to attract more corporates into football. Look at how I'll give cricket, for example. You can see a number of corporates, they are there. Why? There's no noise there. Everything is running smoothly. So if we try to do exactly like that in football, I think we'll attract more corporates.
All right. And Mr. President, we association and supporters, kuti who do you consider kuti uyu is a supporter? And kana tichiti a supporter is a complete package wekuti even the corporate is willing to associate navo, tinenge tichitarisa munhu akaita sei?
Munhu anonzi supporter to us, munhu anenge ari member weZimbabwe National Soccer Supporters Association, anenge achibhadhara ma-subscriptions ake. That's our member, number 1. Number 2, tine vatinozongoti mafans. Pane vanhu obva vanofarira bhora, munofarirawo bhora. You can go and watch bhora, but not every time when you find time. But a supporter munhu anoti kuti it's on his or her diary kuti this weekend pane game rakati, I must go and watch. That's a football supporter. Then padaro, obviously, even like in a game of football, inotambwa nevanhu 11, but unozoita one anonzi man of the match. Tine vanozongoitawo ma-outstanding. I'll give you, for example, Ogege. You know Ogege very well. You know Boban very well. You know Chris Romario very well. Roche Mofela, you know them. There are individuals who take a step further in supporting their teams. But you can't support alone. Right. You have to be a group to be supporters.
Right.
Yes.
So, the association so far in my members mangani, and how much is the monthly subscription, and how does even one get to be a member of that association? Okay,
as an association, considering the economic woes which we are facing, we have said that a joining fee of $5 and $1 per month is subscription. So it means per year you just pay $12 as your subscriptions.
All right.
Yes.
So far, many members mangani?
I've got over 850 in our books.
Okay.
850 registered. Yes.
And apart from ma-international assignments amunenge muchida kuno support aya ma-subscription fees aya ari kunyanya kushanda chii?
We have got administrative costs, yeah, like what I was telling you. We have to run around looking for money. We have got some meetings to do. Those subscriptions caters for those things. And if we get surplus also, we can also maybe say we are sponsoring this and this to go and watch this game. Yes.
Alright. Tichitarisa dzimwe nyika, other nations have a pre-ticketing system kuma games avo. Imimi as ma supporters muno muZimbabwe, how do you view the situation yekuti every match day muri kufanira kusvika pagedhi momira queue rekuti mutenge matickets, and how do you feel the Premier Soccer League maybe should try to address ma-issues akafanana neiwawo?
Takatotaura kudhara kuti PSL must have ma-seasonal tickets. Zviri kungoitika kune dzimwe nyika zvezve. Ma-pre-tickets izvozvo zvinobatsira even pa stadium management. It's not good kuveke tine zvimakiu zvezve kuground zvezve. Munhu anofanira kungosvika achipinda. That convenience yongosvika kuchipinda, crowd control zvese panogadzirisika zvakawanda. But I don't know kuti same administrator edu vasingade kuti, I don't know my reasons awo ndechi. But I think in the story is it makes their work easier to have pre tickets.
All right. And maybe how should we maybe create a situation whereby my games edu ayai we try to this is our elite league, the professional league, and how can we strike a balance yekuti we have multiple revenue streams zekuti those streams clubs benefit, players benefit, and supporters benefit as well. What are some of the avenues that we can explore as the Premier Soccer League of Zimbabwe?
Yeah, chinongodiwa ndechekuda so football iri easy, but we make it hard ourselves. We have non-stakeholders. What's need to be done is to have a holistic approach whereby you engage all the stakeholders. Tobvunzana kuti guys, toda kudai so, toda kusvika apa. How do we do it? Isusu as supporters, tine mamwe mafungiro atitori nawo ekutoti ma-clubs anotowana revenue. Like tikataurisa ma-replica sales aya. It's not being utilized in Zimbabwe. I can give you, let's say, for argument's sake, Dynamos, zine 7 million supporters. Tikutaura kuti zvesusu ikatengesa 7 ma-replica jerseys at $1, that is 7 million. Inotovabatsira mari zvakanyanyisa. But tine problem yekuti we have got selfish administrators. Havadi kunzwawo pfungwa dzevamwe kuti dziri kufamba sei. They always think for you. But isusu tofunga kuti toda kungodai so. No, they must engage us as supporters. Guys, this season ma-gate charges edu akamira so. Ari kuita here? Toti ma-gate charges aripo. Kana achidhura toti aiwa aita. Izvozvo tisuka zvinhu zvamuri kutifungira tisu masupporter tinobhadhara kunoona bhora. So we must be involved. But ma-administrator havadi. I don't know why vasingadi kuengage ma-supporters. That's why muri kutoona kana mastadium akuchaza.
Association, Mr. Joseph Matawu. Vamutawu muchitaura nyaya yekuti ma-clubs havasi kuda kunzwa zvichemo zvema-supporters or rather the supporters association, because at least there is an association. It's not like the whole stadium is going to come and be shouting their grievances. At least kune association yokuti zvichemo zvinouya nema-representatives, zvinouya in a systematic manner. So ndoda kuti ndinyatsonzwisisa kuti issue yatati chitaura yema-gate takings, do you feel the $3 iri kubhadharwa nevanhu with our level of football and the type of our matches zviri kuenderana ne$3? Asikuenderana.
Not kuti zvo nebhora riri kutambwa pese, but kungotaura kuti zvo nekuomerwa kwakaita vanhu. Kuti zvo izvezvi, let's say for example, I stay in Kwadzana. Toda kukwira Kombidola from Kwadzana into town. Then from town I have to take another $1 to Rufaro. Then I have to pay $3. Then with the advent of social media, ndikatenga bundle rangu redhora ini ndogona kutoona bhora through ZTL, kutoona bhora pafoni yangu nedhora. So I have saved $4. So izvozvo ndozvinhu zvatinenge tifanira kunge tichionesana izvozvo nePSL yedu kuti toita sei kuti tiite win-win situation vanhu vakwanise kudzoka muground. Tine mamwe maactivities also atogona kuita to boost attendance yemasupporters, but it can only work kana paita engagement tichionesana.
All right.
Yes.
And is there ever a situation yekuti a particular club inogona kutomboita maybe meetings avo akafanana neiwayo how they can lure supporters to their club? Amunotomboengagwawo imimi as an association yemasupporters?
Yeah, kuma clubs they've tried tambo, because this is what we do. Association we advocate. We don't have the powers to implement some of these rules. So tinogara tichivaudza vanhu ava kuti izvo ngatiite supporter engagement. So ivo vari kuita zvimwe zvezvo zvaungoti tine mamwe masupporter yes, but vanenge vasinganyatsoziva kodzero dzavo kuti izvo our right as supporters tinofanira kunge tichidai. So handingati meetings as such, vanenge vachiita mapresidentship avo ikoko kuti hanhasi tazosangana napresident weclub yakati, but chinenge chabuda chaicho chinobatika panenge pasina. Yes.
And what are some of the challenges dzamunongosanganawo nadzo imimi as masupporters anenge atoya kupora?
Chandakaona inini issue hombe iri kuma administrators vanotarisira masupporters pasi, but masupporters umu havazoti zvomunotoro navanhu vane pfungwa dzokuti club inoenda kumberi straight. So tikangosiyana tsika iyo yekuti tinotarisirana pasi straight, isusu titorana baba, titore mashefu kumabasa kwatinoshanda kuuya kubhora chido. We have got love for the sport, but also we have got ideas dzinogona kuita propel our football kuenda kumberi. So inini I want a situation yekuti let's engage and discuss a better way for everyone. Bhora redu. Yes.
And then mambotaura nyaya yekuti munenge muri masupporters makawanda, but there are a few outstanding individuals vanozongoita outstanding pazvinhu zvavo. Kana takatarisa kuita supporter ukoko, can we say runogona kutova a way yekutoraramisa nayo mhuri? Ende kana tichiti susu munhu ari kuraramisa mhuri yake nekuva supporter anenge achimbonyatsoita sei? How do they make money out of being a supporter?
Yeah, zvinozoitika manje tine masupporter edu they are not gainfully employed. So the way anosupportawo bhora mukanakidzwawo mukazosangana nayewo haungazomushaisawo kana $1 kana $5. Some of them vanogona kutoti togona kuchengeterai motikari yenyu mudhara motipawo mari, because hazviperere kubhora chete, makutozivana even pamuchasangana kune mamwe mafunctions they can do that for you, but hazvina association mukatizvo zvazvema-individuals, hazvinei nechekuita neassociation. Yes.
And maybe just to wind up, what are some of the what are your sentiments, especially panyaya yatanyanya kutarisana nayo in this generation yatinayo, be it kubhora kana kuti even outside bhora, drug and substance abuse? And tinoona kuti even kubhora there are some players who eventually fall out of football or out of favor nema clubs because of issue drug and substance abuse.
Yeah, you nyaya yanetsa substance use iyo, but inini kubhora I think kuti izvo tikagadzirisa bhora redu isusu tikatanga futi ne-youth league, izvozvi hatina development. Tangowo nema-academy, but ma-academy anodhura, you have to pay. Ma-academy arodhura $10 a week. Most parents can't afford that. So tikawana youth development yedu totangira kuprimary chako at 9 years of age tinga kutoidentify kuti we are talented as a player, takutovaisa mumarecords tichikwira nawo. You'll find kuti achibva kuchikoro tikaziva kuti ari talented kubhora, akaenda kumba haana nguva yekuswera achibatana nemadrugs, achawana nguva yekutonotamba chikweshem street kandonga asina kana proper football chairo. So I think we need to inject more money into football development from an early age.
Alright, ndakaonawo other nations vatova rehabilitation centers ema leagues avo ekuti not that they condone nyaya drug and substance abuse, but the issue ekuti once they identify ekuti apa panenge pakutoitika era drug and substance, quickly that player is taken into rehabilitation. Do you see Zimbabwe ever having that system, or are we financially capacitated enough ukuthi ma clubs edu can have a proper rehabilitation center dedicated for our professional footballers?
It will take a long time. It will take a long time because even my club they can't even afford to pay their players. They can't even afford to pay their workers. So pazowanika mari yekuti akutoita rehab for those players and fund. But chandiri kukurudzira ndechekuti if we catch them young vachiri vadiki pese zvanambotaura zvizvo kuti kavakurudzira bhora vanoshaya time yokuengaja mumadrugs nezvimwe zvinhu zvisina nebasa rese, vowana focus iri kubhora. So haueji kuti izvo dai bhora redu ragadzirisika ringe riri well paying, rinokurudzira vana kuda kuita chido chekutamba bhora, vana vakomana vana vasikana vakatamba bhora vane chinangwa chekuti I'll get something out of it. I think it will drive us away from substance abuse nemadrugs.
Well, guys, I think Mango Zvinzwira from Mr. Matawu, Joseph Matawu, the president of Zimbabwe National Soccer Association. You can come and be members of the association. It makes life easy for you, especially when you want to travel. Kuno support ma Warriors, izvezvi tine CAF Confederations Cup irikuya, tine CAF Champions League irikuya. It makes life easy for you when you are a member of the Zimbabwe National Soccer Association. Join me next week, same time. Thank you so much.